First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go here in Atlanta. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone. So they're going to blow it dead, and they'll bring the ball out to start at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. From the gun, here is Penix. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Oh, intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Mika Fitzpatrick.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
In order for you to be able to operate out of this 4-3 style defense, Mike, the key is your defensive tackles, their ability to penetrate, their ability to be game wreckers. That's exactly what we saw here, his ability to get back there, make the stop at the line of scrimmage, keep it to no gain. This is what every defense in the league is shooting for, Mike, negative plays. That's how you kill drives, force teams to play from behind the sticks. Great job here, taking them down for a loss.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Quick throw on target to Pickens. A pickup of 15 in the air. Good for a Steeler first down. A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Off-balance throw, it's complete.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. The defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver.
And he's going to take this all the way home. Jaylen Warren, touchdown Steelers.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Ray McLeod on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. So after one, it's the Steelers with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. It's a three tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Penix. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day. This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. That is caught. What a throw. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back, even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan. Everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. At their own 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Warren. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
So they go backwards on first down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll stay on the ground with Warren. And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is 3rd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
He was looking for George Pickens there, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. To return is Williams. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll work this out to the 23. That's Alex Highsmith in for the tackle. They face 2nd down and 7. Here's Penix. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Warren to start the drive. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, it's Warren. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
2nd and short. Normally, this is a great time, Mike, to put the ball in the air and try to press the ball downfield. But in this case, they keep it on the ground. Has a similar effect. They pick up a good gain and a 1st down.
Now Warren. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. So, 1 touchdown apiece for our two teams. 7-7 on the board here at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here's a handoff to Warren. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. They go play action with Fields. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Here's Fields. He dives, and what a catch for the first down. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Off the play action, here's Fields. In trouble, and down he goes. Matthew Judah in there for the sack.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
Now a 2nd down throw for Fields. He'll let this one go long for Williams. And he will score. Mike Williams. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will move out to a 14-7 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. McLeod now to return. Whoa. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Throwing is Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open. As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
Pitts is the man in motion. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. That one taken in by London. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. And here comes 4th down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you go.
And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. They run over center with Robinson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Wow, this is the advantage to having a really effective passing game, Mike, as the defense now tries to adjust to stopping you through the air. It's a lot easier to mix it up and run the ball. There's a lot less defenders in there trying to stop you.
Throwing now, Penix on 1st down. That one is caught by Mooney.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Now Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. That's taken in. And they will get the conversion. He's tackled down near the goal line, so it's not a touchdown, but it will be 1st and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he will not get in from there. In fact, I think he was shoved backwards a little bit.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Now, 2nd and goal. They'll drop to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown Falcons.
All right, so Mike, now the interesting thing is, do you want to take the lead with still enough time for your opponent to get the ball back to go to try to win it? I think I'm kicking the extra point here, tie the game. I don't want my opponent in.
Oh my goodness, they were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. Picked off by their rookie linebacker. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41-yard line.
14, Falcons 13.
A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. And now at 152, the defense will pull the plug there as they take a timeout. We're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And some good blocking. Springing it. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. On 3rd down, they go with Warren. It's a gain of 10 yards. That's a Steeler 1st down. Now the Falcons will use their 3rd and final timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down. They'll run it right here with Warren. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. On the give, it's Harris. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. They'll give it to Harris again. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.
I wanna try to beat the force.